The film has so many powerful scenes. I'd like you to, I know it's hard to choose, but can you pick just one that really speaks to you for what the film is really about and how you put it together?
You go.
I know, pressure.
Well, the ending, for me. Yeah, that's what it's about. And it's about seeing each other, accepting each other, understanding how we grieve differently, understanding how we experience life differently, and yet how different we are, yet we're one. You know, actually grief, death, loss, grief, and love, and birth unite us all. It's what makes us human. That goes first. So I say the ending.
Jessie, what about for you?
I mean, yeah, I think the ending is kind of it metabolizes all of what it is to be human and how scary it is to just like love when you can have to maybe lose something with being brave enough to love. I think the scenes that's a kind of climax, you know, that's like when the volcano meets the plate and it kind of comes out and becomes another landscape. But I think there's moments in it where the honesty of what being lost is, as well as a human is, and in the scene where Will, you know, there's such a potent elemental love that from the moment they meet, they just are on this path of life together and an intense life together. And I think there's a scene which feels very honest, even beside that epic love of how you can lose each other within that. And the scene where he goes back to London after Hamnet's death and Agnes is in this abyss. And you just never expect that a couple like that or a relationship like that could be in a black hole like that and not know how to be tactile, know how to reach each other. You know, this whole relationship begins with a touch, and in that moment the seismic grief is so huge that they don't know how to touch each other anymore or hold each other anymore. And I feel like that moment is just very honest about what it is to be alive too. Being lost is very human.
That's my favorite thing of the film.
Really?
The other answer is my, professional answer, but that's my favorite thing in the film.
This film feels like such a great collaborative process between director, writer, and actress. How did you build that chemistry? And when was the moment when you knew you had it?
I know.
Well, for me, it's when I was on your couch.
Yeah, me too.
Well, Jessie has this talent of sort of like witchy talent of knowing when someone's in trouble. So whenever I'm having a crisis in life, she just sent me a text message, whether it's 3 a.m. or 8 a.m. She's like, "Are you okay?"
And we also have a weird synchronicity. Yeah. Like it's like sometimes it freaks us out.
Yeah. It's the same stuff. Like, you guess what happened to me last weekend? She's like, "What?" It's all big life stuff. But I had such a difficult time last couple of years, and then I find myself on her couch, in her kitchen, in her bathtub, in various times, and sobbing. So I think that's.
And actually, it was a very, that's the like practical point of that. I think what that moment for me was, and for us, I hope, was the hierarchy of creation was dissolved. Yeah. We were 2 human people standing like in a door frame saying, "Come in, I've got you," and vice versa. And the whole process was like that. We created from like I see you place, and I want that shadowy bit that's so far, I know it's scared, like down to come out, and I can hold it. And we were in an unconscious way always in conversation like that with each other, and that is so rare. I've not had it as instinctively as I've had it with Chloé. I've had it in different ways, but that like calling, texting, coming to the house,
Yeah, I think it's hard for people in charge or in a position of power to let go of what that image should be like, and also to ask to be taken care of as well. But actually doing that because then the hierarchy, you're right, because we create as an ecosystem. It's really important that earlier on that leveled up.